Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had CO Norman Kephart from CRC, formerly at RJD, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and have them smash it right now. Also, shout out to the patrons. I love you. I wake up and there's more. I'm this close to releasing the badass Snoop video. You know which one I'm talking about, right? It's going to happen sooner rather than later. So if you want to see that, sign up. Make sure you hit that link in the description below. That's something you're not going to want to miss. This episode right here, man. 1 year and 6 months, a year and a half update on how my life has been since I resigned from the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation after 16 years where I served as an officer, a sergeant, and a lieutenant. 1 year, 6 months. How was it? What have you learned? What have you seen? Oh my goodness, my head's clear. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I have a fucking bird's eye view of everything. I have little tentacles everywhere. I know what's going on in every prison. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool, right? Because I wasn't ready to leave the department. I wasn't ready. The plan was freaking 30 years, 28 years, retire at the age of 50. This was not the plan. It was God's plan. Wasn't my plan. So this is cool because I'm still fulfilling. Well, I believe. No, I am. I'm fulfilling my duties and roles as a correctional lieutenant, but on my own terms, right? And I'm not just serving people in green. I'm serving people that are facing injustices. All of the above. That's freaking cool, right? You're getting an uncontrolled, unchained, unhinged Hector Bravo that, hey, man, if he could run the department his way, yeah, I wild out from here to there. I fucking have to put an emphasis on certain things, certain ways, just to get people's attention and humble them. But, right, Normie? Normal Kephart, right? Normal Kephart. Anyways, yeah, I have to get people's attention, the attention that needs to be given. Loyalty. I did not just walk away from the California Department of Corrections because of the corruption, right? Ethics, morals, integrity, values, honor, code. I also walked away because of the lack of loyalty, the disloyalty amongst my peers. Straight the fuck up, man, on the line. What do you want me to tell you? Three minutes into this show, it's a backstory. And they're all 7 Army values: leadership. A lot of people ask, hey, Hector, what kind of tips did your dad give you? I might make a whole video on the tips that my father gave me prior to becoming a CO, during a CO, and like all the old school OG knowledge, common sense stuff that he put me up on game. One thing he always told me, right, and I never saw the message for what it was at that time. Of course, a kid listening to their dad, man, that's like water and oil, right? That's like water and oil. I had my best friend tell me his kids play sports, and they're like, yeah, bro, I tell my kid, do it this way, catch it, and they just blow me off. The coach will tell them, and they'll listen, like, oh, okay. That just kind of goes without saying. But one thing my dad told me was, hey, Hector, we don't have friends. Those aren't your friends. They're coworkers. I think one time, because I go, hey, Dad, this was like at the store in El Centro. It's a small town. I said, hey, Dad, isn't that your friend right there from work? He fucking did. If he didn't backhand me, and I was older too, probably like 20 years old, 19. He's like, it's not my friend, it's my coworker. There's a difference. Again, my dad is a very quiet, humble, serious man. Oh, man. I could only aspire to be like that. Even my mom would tell him, oh, isn't that your friend from work? They're not friends. They're coworkers. Very serious. That's it. That's all he would say, right? And it's for me to figure it out. Fuck's he talking about, right? No disrespect. What's he talking about? I see it now. 1 year, 6 months, I see it now. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I said, I know you think that my view of the department is jaded, warped, twisted, but I can honestly tell you that in my 16-year career at 2 different prisons, a handful of people I can honestly trust. I said, that's not good, man. Think about thousands of people I've come across. Trust. I'm talking about loyalty. And I see it now, 1 year and 6 months later. And I say this not to complain, not to get worked up over the so-called haters. You know, I don't like to use the term haters. I never did. I just say that so you guys know what I'm talking about. I say it for you guys that want to pursue something to show you the challenges that you will face. Oh, they will come. They will come, and this is what it looks like. And why I'm so big on loyalty, again, everything I learned from my brothers in the Army. They were willing to die for me. And they did for me. They did. They're dead. Right? They're not coming back. They did. And I couldn't even get Victor, the buffoon Cortez, to stand up for me in the Institutional Executive Review Committee, IERC, and tell Pollard and Buckle, nah, give me the write-up instead of Farrell. Give me the write-up. I told him to do that. Instead, the fucking bitch wrote me up. Now, you're probably thinking that's just a write-up. Nah, man, it's loyal. It's doing the right thing. It's doing the right thing, period. Went off on a little tangent there. So what did it look like, right? What did this 1 year, 6 months look like? Well, you guys know that I was smart enough to keep it a secret that I was going to depart the department, that I was going to leave. And I was able to do it for 4 months behind the scenes. 4 months before somehow, some way, I don't know if it was that, I don't know if it was the Hot Mic podcast. I don't know if that's the one where I got discovered or I just prior to that, I think, right before the Hot Mic podcast, well, because that was Black Friday, I fucking the Hot Mic podcast was Black Friday. I resigned December 1st. So November, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, December 1st. This is what your cycle is going to look like when you're in a crabs in a bucket mentality area. You have, see, I'm one person. The RJD has 1,000 officers, 100 sergeants, and probably 40 lieutenants. And then the fucking handful of managers. 1,180. There's your boy. 1 versus 1,500. Not even talking about the inmates. You notice how the inmates are easy, man. You just tell them what you do. If they don't do it, you make them do it. Period. Motherfuckers. Remember back in the day when you go to the academy, they used to teach you ask, tell, make. You're going to ask them, you're going to tell them, and then you're going to make them. Period. Well, Hector, they changed everything. Yeah, that's why I left. Good luck. Good luck. If it was up to me, I'd beat the fuck out of them, right? If they brought it there, right? If they took it there, God damn, Hector, that's why we love you. If they took it there, right? You gotta be professional. You ain't gonna professionally call me a culero, a bitch. You're a scary ass ninja. You're a scary ass ninja. Motherfucker. Anyways, 9 minutes into it, I just had to butter you guys up, give you the backstory. Hector versus 1,500. They find out this motherfucker got some plans up his sleeve. Right out the gate. Expected. The rumor, the chatterbox. You know I'm not dumb, right? You know I'm not blind, deaf, right? You know you know my emotional intelligence is fucking huge, right? Emotional intelligence. I didn't say IQ. I really don't consider myself like smart like that. I can read people big time. I can feel the energy in the room. Oh man, she's like clockwork. I told my wife, hey, the clock has started. I gotta bounce soon. She's like, what does that mean? I said, they fucking discovered me. The clock has started, right? I knew they were gonna fucking sabotage me. They were gonna throw a wrench in my plan. That's just the way it goes. The shit talkers. Yeah. Oh, look at you. You think you're a fitness instructor. Oh, look at you. You think you're a leader. But you gotta, and I'm telling you guys this because I know what I'm built like a rock, right? My drill sergeants just say you can't break a rock. If you're not strong enough, no, let me put it this way. Now here's the advice. If you have not properly prepared and trained for you to make a massive move, that's probably the first step, right? Gather all the education in secret, work out so that you have the energy to do your next move, and have tough skin. It's not so much tough skin. Have the ability to block out the noise. Right? It's going to get loud. It's going to get loud. Who the fuck does this guy think he is? One guy posted I had a website, right? I don't have it anymore. It's kind of pointless. Posted a picture of me from my website, posted it in one of the sergeant's office. And now here I am. I'm just watching everything, right? I kind of anticipated this. I wasn't surprised. It's like fucking disloyal ass motherfuckers. After I protected everyone, literally responded to every single staff assault humanly possible at RJD. Hey, and you guys know this. If I was on duty and there was a staff assault over the radio, I was there, period. Me with another handful of people that I could clearly remember. All these youngsters. One, I think, went to Riverside PD, Riverside Sheriff. Good for him. Then I bounce. Boom, I bounce. Now, just because I don't work in the prison doesn't mean I don't have ears everywhere. Of course, they were saying, this is when I had 4,000 subscribers on 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. I now have, we now have 33,000 subscribers. This is what they were saying. 4,000 is not a lot. 4,000 is not a lot, right? You have to understand what the naysayers are going to do, the haters. It's fucking crazy. It's really crazy. It's really wild, man. And I just want you guys to see this. So if you're a young kid and you don't know how to navigate life, fucking keep your shit secret, stay prepared, trained mentally, physically, morally, spiritually, emotionally. And like my dad said, man, they're not your friends, they're your coworkers. Period. Fucking period. Told you I told you I have high emotional intelligence, right? I know that there would have been a lot of people happy had I failed, right? Or lost some things. I did lose a lot, mind you. Not succeeded. There would have been a lot of people happy. Why? So they could say, we knew it. We knew it. Good for him. Serves him right. Some were even anticipating that I would return back to the prison. Like, hey, you got a right of return up to a year. You put in your memo, come back. I ain't fucking coming back. I ain't coming back. I don't give a fuck. I ain't coming back. I'll eat out of a fucking trash can before I come back. Straight out of principles. And then when I did not fail, and I showed up daily. I've showed up every single freaking day, with the exception of YouTube like a couple weeks ago, but I did show up on Instagram. So again, I'm showing up every day. I have showed up every day, all day, every day. But I'm putting in the work. We are putting in the work. I didn't mean for this one to be long-winded, but you guys have to see the whole picture if you guys want to move on to the next chapter of your life. We want to finally take that leap, and you needed to hear this message. Here it is in the form of me. Just a messenger. I'm just a fucking messenger. So initially the people laughed at me. Then they doubted me. Then they wanted me to fail. And now that I have fucking, I don't know, we call it a success, right? 33,000 subscribers on YouTube, 33,000 warriors, 16,000 followers on Instagram, 4 million views on YouTube, plethora freaking podcast interviews, an upcoming documentary. It's all my trips. I took a trip to Connecticut to go chop it up with Ian Bick. I took a trip to New York. I just came back from Vegas. And it's all like, what do they say? You never have to work a day in your life if you fucking enjoy what you do doing. Yeah, if you're passionate about it. Well, what do you do exactly, Hector? I fucking travel, and I travel and I spread the good word, right? Reminds me a lot like Jesus. God. Hector just compare himself to Jesus. What I'm saying is put your faith in something and watch the miracles happen, period. So on to the fourth phase, or whatever phase we're at, on the Instagram yesterday, man. Good old Norman Kephart, man. An acquaintance, a former co-worker. A few months ago, I did an interview for the female inmates that are being subjected to the male transgender inmates being housed with them. And why? Because that's part of the good word. Spread the good word. Hey, this is happening. You as public taxpayers should know what the fuck is happening in the California Department of Corrections. And a person called me a hero. You're in the comments. You're our hero. And then good old Norman Kephart said, I don't know, he's no hero. He's doing it for the money. Something weird. Something weird like that, okay? And again, I was busy. I stay busy. And I look, right, I have a cell phone. My cell phone's my job site. Everywhere I go, the cell phone goes. Boom. Oh, fucker, just hit my hat on here. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck, goddamn. Oh, man, why did he do this? Why? Some people can't help themselves. Some people cannot fucking help themselves. Okay, be humble or get humbled. I said, homie, it was never about the money. It was about glory. That's why the name Hector Bravo Farrell will be etched in history forever, and the name Norman Kephart will not. Period. Well, that set off a fucking chain of reactions. People chiming in. Bam, 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 bam. That's cool. That's a last. Well, I say it's a last phase. It's not the last phase because who knows what's fucking next? Motherfucker gonna come to my house and egg my house, toilet paper me. I don't know. People trying to bring down your successes, trying to minimize your successes, trying to amplify your shortcomings, right? First they doubted. Now they're like, nah. In their head, and people like normal Kephart. What I did was the unthinkable. What I did was unfathomable for most people's minds. Okay? And now they in their head have to process. No, there's no way he did that. He only did that because of the money, right? When it has nothing to do with me, right? Norman should only be focused on Norman, period. And then he would get much farther in life. That's why I focused on myself a lot. Oh, Hector, you selfish son of a bitch. I got to look out for number one, right? I got to look out for the fam. I got to look out for the family, right? I'm a man. I'm a protector. I'm a provider. Especially when there's these fucking disloyal ass, bitch ass ninjas in this world. Reminds me of Training Day. So was it about the money? Listen up, kids. This is the fucking, what do you call it? Message for the day. This is a message for the day. I walked away from the money. I walked away from $157,000 in the year. That's what I made in 2021. You can pull it up. Go to California, Sacramento, CDCR state employee paychecks. Type in my name, Hector Ferrell, Ferrel. It says right there. It's public access to everybody. Listen to what the fuck happened, right? I canceled my daughter's yoga. I had to tell my daughter, hey, baby, we can't. Daddy's going to have to stop this for a minute. Like, it's, oh, why, Daddy, why? Like, I just, the money, like, it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool, right? Did the money eventually come? Yeah, it came in the form of blessings. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, Hector, what kind of lifestyle do you live? Hector, what kind of lifestyle did you live when you were a lieutenant? And now? See that family pack of canned chicken? God damn, Hector, you're living like a fucking level 4 GP shoe inmate. I'm telling you, man. I'm fucking telling you. I live within my means. I lived within my means while I was employed with the California Department of Corrections as a lieutenant. That's how the fuck I was able to walk away, right? I didn't pull off a miracle. I strategized. I took care of my finances. I took care of my body. I took care of my mental health. So much so that it got to a point where I'm like, I'm fucking out of this department. It sucks. Got people like Norman walking around the gatehouse. Is there a gatehouse at CRC? I'm willing to bet Norman's there. It's the only place I remember seeing that guy. Oh no, Hector, I put in work on the 4-yard. The 4-yard was active. Motherfucker, if somebody says the 4-yard was active one more fucking time, you ain't never seen active. Motherfuckers. It gets violent at other prisons. Real fucking violent. Often. Thank you very much. Calipat, High Desert, Salinas Valley before the Norway model, Pelican Bay. 23 minutes into this. Be humble or get humbled. I just showed you what the process looked like up until today. 1 year, 6 months. These fucking little cockroaches. How are you going to go up? How are you going to go up against somebody that fucking eats canned chicken for a living, burpees for a fucking living, reads books? Holy shit, man. The Art of War, motherfucking the Bible, right? If the Lord doesn't get through to you, I got other ways to get through to you, man. Either way, you're going to fucking learn. Very minimalistic. Very savage. Fucking savage, man. Savage. You want to succeed in life, male or female, become a fucking savage. With that, this episode was sponsored by the absolute growing list of patrons. And I see something right here that's making me scratch my head. It says Ayala and his crew. Holy shit, man. If that's the Ayala I'm thinking and his crew, golly, G, this really happening? Holy shit. Thank you. I appreciate that. Seriously. Hope everything's cool, bro. I'll keep doing the Lord's work. Don't trip, man. Speaking in the good name of the good Lord. Frank, Mark, Darlene from Santa Ana. Did the homie Ayala and his crew really bless me right now? No, man. I'm not even making that up. I wouldn't make that up. The shit would get me killed. Blood on my knife or S on my D. VSP Yeti, Sabatino, Out of Barrel Toe, Ken 84, Any Reason I Can't Hold You, Fontaine, Dixon, McRae, Nasty Nick, the Corcoran, Atrocious, Kevin, Program Time, Steve, Hey, I'm Just Medical, Brianna, Carnalito, Treatment Not Time, No Shirt, No Shoes, No Day Room, Enforced Fit, Fishing is Life, Don't Take My Blue Card, Sergeant, Gigi, Vinny Me La Pela, Santa Barbara County, Partner, get my 6 and pop me back in. Come on, Norman, pop me back in, you bitch-ass motherfucker. Don Chicharo, shut the F up and make it wink, Norman. A la verga, 760, Scorpio Rising, Miss Rod, Geo, G-Ride, Vote Newscom out, The Prison Psychologist, Fuerte 84, Zeus, Michigan Wolverines, I have an 8-hour chrono, put me out sick self, jack me off. Come on, bro, you got me. AWOL like Monte, One Bad Yard Pedal, Cherokee Cat, Loco Moco, The Big Bad Wolf, Raider 62, L Eli, Time to Switch Agencies. I'm starting to think it's everywhere. Gerardo, Steven, Rigo SD, Pelon, Eric, not on my watch. I think I'm losing my voice. No, that wasn't the name. I really think I'm losing my voice. Who's doing the pipe? Denise, the real McCoy, not the fake McCoy. That's another motherfucker. I'll tell you, I told you guys about that story. I can see who hates, right? I can see who hates. And it's not the real McCoy. It was the fake McCoy. I went to this crisis response team training with this guy, last name McCoy. I thought we were cool again. My dad was right. The core, he was a little youngster too, man. I like the kid. Never heard from him when I resigned. And then I started yelling out the real McCoy on the Patreon. And this motherfucker DMs me. He's not even following me on Instagram. He's like, hey, bro. Right, because he's white. So this is how white people talk. Hey, bro. I'm hearing that you're saying my name, the real McCoy, on your Patreon. And I just want to let you know I'm not a Patreon. Yeah, you scared ass bitch. Yeah, I know you're not a patron. I have a whole fucking list. I know who's a patron and who's not. Don't fucking flatter yourself, bro. You're not the real McCoy. As a matter of fact, there's a female, the real McCoy, and she's the real McCoy. You're not. Jay, Apogan Six Pack, Keith, Devil Dog, Ricardo, Maladjusted, Bankroll Suave, the Carmine the Pitbull, American Mestizo, Lori 559CO, Ruben, CJ Zavalda, EOP Whisper, F602, Las Vegas Slice Live, Gavino, Hard on the Yard and Ass in the Hole. Facts. Priya these nuts. Lockdown 5. Cristobal La Reina. Mandatory Yard. Get the fuck out. Flash your lights. Flash your lights if you're going to Yard. Mandatory Yard. Get the fuck out. Winston, Tony, the Mexican Snowman, Hell's Kid, Hobie Cat, Lead with Love, Elbert 12. Don't bury it. Just cheek it, bro. J.I. Esquiel, Big Bad 48, Nova, Linda the retired CEO, Mikey 559, Chevelle 66, Crispy Nuts, Bad Karma, and the homie Rags. Again, if you have not signed up for that Patreon, hit that link in the description below. You're definitely missing out. Keep pushing forward. I love you. Don't let these motherfuckers get you down.